Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church, and I'm really happy to be with you here today. The first week of another week, I'm going to talk about gifts from God. And I hope you're excited about gift giving. I get real excited. I love to give gifts. I'm not too good at receiving gifts, and that's probably my stubbornness as much as anything else. I've been trying to think of something to give my wife for Christmas. Boy, she's hard to buy for. It's not because she's so picky, because anything I ask, she'll say, "Oh, I don't need that. Well, I don't need that." And I'm thinking, I'm not asking if you need it. I'm asking you, would you like it? And even that, I don't get very far. And maybe you got the same problem with your significant other, or maybe even some of your kids. So you'll have to think hard this year, and maybe together we'll all come up with something that'll be really, really special. Today, I want to start talking about gifts that God gives. Gives them to you, gives them to me, gives them to all people. And today, I want to read from 1 Peter chapter 4, beginning with verse 10. And here's what it says. God has given each of you a gift from his great variety of spiritual gifts. Okay, he says it very clearly here. God has given each of you, me, you, everybody else, have given us a gift from his great variety of gifts. Now, I want to spend this week and next talking about some of these gifts. So we start here at the where it's mentioned specifically. And it goes on to say he's given you a gift, so use them well to serve one another. God wants us to be others oriented. Now, in our culture where people say, it's time for me to be happy, it's my time to have fun, or God wants me to have the best, or things like that. No, that's not what God wants. God wants us to serve others. And in serving others, you'll find there's no greater joy than doing something to help somebody else. Okay, so he says to serve one another. And he says, get my glasses on, you can see, use them well. Use them well. You are the keeper of the gifts that God gives. How you doing with yours? And you say, oh, well, I don't have any. That's not true. That's bull. That's hogwash. You have gifts. You might not be using them, but you still have them. Why? Because it says God has given each of us. That's everybody. Nobody's excluded. So it goes on to say here, do you have the gift of speaking? Then speak as though God himself were speaking through you. Now, it doesn't say here, do you have the gift of preaching? You know, a lot of people say, oh, I can't stand up front and say anything. I'd be too nervous. Well, I'd debate that with you on another time, but that's not what he's talking about. Do you have the gift of communicating? Can you say what you want to say and be heard for what you're trying to say? If you have that gift, then use it and speak. It says, as though God himself were speaking through you. Use your gift of speaking to edify somebody, not to put them down. Talk about how great they are. Oh, I know. We all have faults. Yeah, me too. But we also have great abilities. We may not be showing it, we may not be using it, but we still have it. So he says here, if you have the gift of speaking, then speak as though God himself were speaking through you. Then it says, do you have the gift of helping others? Do it with all the strength and energy that God supplies. Do you have the gift of helping others? What is that? Well, it's whatever gift you have that helps somebody. Maybe it's calling a friend who needs a phone call. Maybe it's giving money to someone who's desperate. Uh, Maybe it's providing some clothes to someone who doesn't have any. Maybe it's going over to someone's house and fixing something for them that they don't know how to fix. There is no limit to how we can help others. But we won't help anybody if we're not thinking about it. Oh, yeah, occasionally we run into someone. Oh, yeah, that person needs that. I'll see what I can do. But usually they don't tell us. We just have to discern. How do we do that? Well, if God's given us a gift to help, we'll see the needs. And believe me, once you start seeing the needs, they're enormous. There are more needs than you could ever hope to help out with. So it says, if you have the gift of helps, then help someone. Maybe it's by fixing something in their house. Maybe it's by calling them up and encouraging them. Maybe it's giving money because you have more than you need. Maybe it's fixing a car for someone who needs it. Maybe it's taking groceries to someone. Maybe it's offering a ride to someone who can't drive. The ways in which we can help others is limitless. But we have to look for it. We have to have a heart that looks for that. And that's a gift from God. Now, here we are at Christmas time, and we're thinking about lots of thoughts: decorations, preparation of food, buying gifts, listening to Christmas music, getting cards, whatever it is. But let us spend this Christmas finding, searching out, looking for ways we can help others. Hey, it's going to change your life as much as it changes the other guy. So get to it. Don't waste a moment. Why? Because God has given you gifts. Use them. It really is that simple. Well, thanks for listening. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope this week is fantastic and that your upcoming Christmas preparations go smoothly. If you have a need or a concern, let us know. We'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet your need. And until tomorrow, be safe, be warm. I'll talk to you again.